dusky whaler. He is around just over 3 meters long and probably like 350 or so kilos, so it's pretty big.
What are the ones that look like sharks and stingrays?
With the triangle head? Yep, they're called a shovel nose ray. Yeah.
So it's actually a stingray?
It is actually, well, it's not even a stingray, it doesn't have a barb technically. It's a weird mixture.
Yeah.
But sharks and rays are actually all part of the same family called elasmobranch. Now that means one of the ways we can tell them apart is, so they're all cartilaginous, but gills is the best way to tell sharks and rays apart. So you'll find that sharks have gills on their neck or the side of their body, whereas rays actually have them on the underside. So if you do, obviously from a top-down view, if you can't see gills, that pretty much means they're a ray.
Yeah.
But yeah. But then again, the shovel nose ray, they don't have a barb to protect themselves with. Pretty much if you were to see them out in the wild, like, go up and say hello. Obviously don't scare the hell out of them, but they're not going to be able to harm you in any way. I will admit they are quite muscly though, so prepare yourself.
There, there's the turtle.
Oh.
Where is he?
Oh yeah.
He's down there.
Nah, that's definitely not the one I saw.
So we do have two turtles. We have Big Guy in here, and then we have Scotty next door.
Oh yeah.
So Scotty is much smaller than Big Guy, which is why he's in a little bit of a smaller area with less of the ginormous stuff. Whereas Big Guy is evidently based on his name, Big Guy.
I saw him when he came up for breath like this morning. He was huge. I was surprised.
Yeah, I can see him here, so we might just, I'll tap up against the wall, so it might be a small bump just so we can get nice and close. But yeah, here you go. Can we all kind of see him?
Yeah,
Yeah, this is a big guy. Yeah, we think he's between, well, probably like 45 to 50. So he was a rescue. He was stranded as a hatchling in like the mid-70s time. Meaning we can't really pinpoint exactly his age, but we can just
pretty big though, isn't he? Have you ever seen a turtle that big?
but Big Guy here, he is around 140 or so kilos. And also, like I said, 45 years old. And his shell there, if you were to just measure his shell, it's about 1 meter long, so he's quite big. But yeah, out of all the animals in here, when our divers are in the water, everyone's like, the shark's the evil creature that's going to eat them, and they should be worried about. They actually really should be worried about him. He is the problem maker, that is for sure. But he's a loggerhead turtle, so there's 7 types of sea turtles in the world. Best way you can tell as well, once the stingray moves, you'll be able to see on his shell, he's kind of got what looks to be scales. They're called scutes, and depending on the species, they'll have a different number of scutes on each side of their body. So the loggerhead has 5, which he can't really see because they're kind of covered in algae a bit, but if you ever see a turtle out in the wild and you can remember how to count them and what numbers go with which one, you'll be able to tell what species it is.
God, these stingrays are huge.
Yeah, oh there we go, I think Big Guy's ready for his breath now. If you guys look over this side, he'll probably stick his head up.
The turtles come and swim to get some breath. Around here.
When do you feed them?
Good question. So, there we go. These guys will mainly just get fed at the end of the day, so a lot of these species will eat mainly at night time or early morning. So early morning we're preparing food, so there's no way it's going to happen then.
Right.
So when we're feed these pretty much, it's like the last job of the day.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do enrichment as well, where we encourage lots of different behaviours with different like items. So say maybe there's a pipe feed, or we'll put food in the pipe and actually have to kind of work for the food. We try and do that as often as possible as well to change it up. So then that can be thrown in the middle of the day. Kind of really just depends on our team's schedule and how it goes. Everything changes. We can get called into a number of different things, which could change the schedule a bit, but